Alrighty y'all, we're back at it again. We're buttoning this thing up, putting the finishing touches on my Holley Sniper swapped Bronco. First thing we gotta dive into is the throttle cable. So like I said in the last video, I was gonna try and order a bullnose throttle cable because it is the generation before this truck that came factory with carburetors. Our custom throttle cable didn't work. It kept getting stuck. Pretty much it was either a little bit of throttle or full. Bullnose throttle cable kind of saved the day because our issue was we needed just a little bit of curve inside the firewall. And the only way to really recreate that is with the factory throttle. So we're gonna mock this up. Got her fit up. I also got the ball seat on the throttle. I had to drill it out just a little bit, and there's not a lot of threads poking past that nut, which can be a little scary. So I put a lot of red Loctite on that. I don't want that to come off. It clips in nice. We just gotta get it to lock back here now. So I don't really have a bracket that'll work for like whatever this round connector is. I'm gonna mess with this a little bit, but I kind of have an idea with how to modify this bracket to make it work. So let's give that a shot real quick. Okay, so here's what I got cooking up. I found a washer that was a really close fit, or at least as close as I can get it. These are really close to fitting into each other. I'm gonna sandwich them together in the vise, make them one, and then run a little bit of tack welds around it, and then just groove it up. All right, ugly, but let's see what it looks like. That's so perfect. Yeah, you can for the most part. All right, I'm gonna hook it up in the truck and you guys tell me if it worked. Oh, that's beautiful. That feels so good. Nice and springy. Hell yeah. Okay. That worked really, really well. The pedal felt really smooth. Because the factory throttle has a built-in spring to it, the pedal felt a lot more softer and it felt just, I don't know, it felt really good. Let me show you what I did inside the cab. All right, check it out. Here's what my dash setup looks like currently. It's kind of temporarily, but it gives me everything I need. So I have, what do I have on here that I don't have the Sniper? I have oil pressure on here, which I don't have on the Sniper, and I have fuel, which I don't have on the Sniper. This is a GPS speedometer that will now give me speed because I've never had it working before on this thing. This is the Holley Sniper that obviously gives me everything I need. I have RPM down here and on the gauge, so it kind of takes place of the RPM gauge. I have a few things I would like to figure out how to mess with, but I don't really know how to make a custom one. But I have my ignition timing, I have my AFRs, and then weird things that I don't really know. CTS is coolant temp sensor, so I have an accurate coolant temp gauge because that's not functional anymore. I have obviously my battery gauge is functional, but I have battery volts here. Throttle position sensor, and a few other things. So it's kind of nice to have this here. This obviously has to stay out in case I want to tune it. So I have my stylus right here in the dash so I can work with it when I need to. Touch when I need to touch. Keeping that right there so I don't lose it. But yeah, it works pretty good. It's a good cockpit. When I drive this thing on the street, I'll have the head cam on so you guys can see what I'm seeing. All right, next thing I wanted to do, as per recommendation of Dilly, which I completely agree with him, is I need some spark plug heat shields. These headers are really close, especially on the passenger side, since the heads keep the spark plug at an angle. They kind of just, they're really close to the headers, and I don't like that. So, purchased some cheapo spark plug heat shields on Amazon. To be honest, I should have read some reviews and seen if these do anything. All right, let's start with the passenger side. Ta-da! I did a little bit of cable management to keep the cables off of the header. Let's get this side done. Alrighty, not too shabby. I'm really worried about these heat shields. I'll let you guys know how they are. They don't feel like fiberglassy like most of the heat blankets I've seen, so hopefully they actually do good. Looking good. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. I just wish it wasn't so twisted by the distributor, but you can't do anything about it because it has to go in a certain order. One last thing I want to do on these spark plug wires is install these cylinder numbers that came with them. I got this nice little tool that basically slips over the cable. It's really hard to show, but it slips over the cable and then spreads them apart and sets it on there. We're gonna do that real quick and label all these. Sweet. That turned out really cool. I really like that they offered that because that's gonna help me a lot. I'm sure a lot of you old heads are like, boy, how do you not know the firing order of a small block Ford? That's so simple. It's okay, all right? It's okay. Don't worry about it. All right, one more thing I want to take care of tonight, and that's permanently mounting my coolant reservoir. It used to sit this way, right, in parallel with the intake that we don't have anymore. I want to utilize this because I can have my washer fluid and my coolant. I'm going to put this here. I install a riv nut on this side utilizing a factory hole. So now I'm just going to mark it here, and then I'm just going to install a riv nut, one more bolt, and then plumb my washer fluid hose back up to the sprayers. Alrighty, coolant reservoir is perfect. I don't have enough washer fluid hose to come down and up very nicely like I want to tonight, so I'll have to get some more of that tomorrow. Alrighty, we are back. I got my washer fluid hose hooked up. Last thing I want to do is take care of these motor mounts so this thing stops sitting so crooked. I just got some basic ones off Amazon, just the factory style ones. Some guy commented on my last video and said that these are going to break the first time I take them out wheeling. We'll see what happens. We'll see if I have to buy the performance ones from Bronco Graveyard, but who knows. Either way, they'll be better than what I got currently. So let's get these swapped. Okay, I got the two motor mounts out. As you can see, they're very flat compared to the new one here. So definitely needed. Now, I was missing a bolt on the driver's side. I got one though, so we're ready to get these in.
One eternity later.
Alright, we've got the motor mounts back in. As you can see, it sits a lot better. It sits a little higher and it doesn't sit crooked anymore. Now I'm looking at it, it still leans a little bit, but yeah, that was a battle. The one bolt that was missing is still missing. I couldn't put another one in, I tried. I don't know if someone did an oil pan and it shifted, the oil pan shifted a little bit, now it's interfering, but the threads don't quite line up, and yeah, I fought with it for a while. It was a pain in the ass and didn't want to deal with it anymore. So it only has one bolt on that one side. It's fine, it's fine. Now all that's left before I can confidently take this thing out on the street is I want to put the grill and plastic tray back on. I took the grill off and the plastic tray off like halfway through the build because I kept leaning on the grill and it kept squeaking against the plastic and it was driving me crazy. Okay, front end looks good. Glad to have it complete. We're really, really close to having this thing being a complete truck that actually just works. I'm really, really excited. But I don't know when I'm gonna have anybody come over to help me get the hood on, so we're gonna put that on hold for now. But currently, 'tis the season, it's cold here. I need to get some firewood stacked up in this corner, so we're gonna hook up the Bronco to the truck bed trailer that's full of firewood and back it in here, stack this wood up. That's money. Well, see how she tows. Okay. Oh, she heavy. Man, that's an ugly pile of wood. So a pile like this will last a weekend, maybe two. Probably two in this weather, but one weekend in the wintertime. I'm gonna fold the tailgate up, move all the hump down, and then we'll get this trailer back out of here. Okay. What time?
Tomorrow.
Alrighty, y'all. She's back together. We're ready to take this thing on its first drive on the streets. I'm super excited. Really eager to take this thing out. So I'm gonna do some running around, and then we gotta pick up Dilly because Dilly's new dailies in here. Spent the night here last night. We got it torn into a little bit. Still gotta finish it up. Dilly actually got a really clean 4Runner for a insane deal. This thing's so nice, and I'm a hater of Toyotas, so that's saying something. Anyways, yeah, I'm supposed to pick up Dilly, but he's doing some running around right now. So I think I'm gonna do some running around too, because I just want to drive this thing. It's time, so. Alrighty, guys. I am so excited. First drive with the Sniper. Oh, beautiful. First drive with our little speedometer. Lots of firsts. You guys probably can't see the speedometer very well, but I can see it perfectly, so. Cool, we warmed up a little bit. Coolant's really good. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my God, what? It just like, I don't know why it's so different than what I'm used to. I don't really know what it is, but it just seems like the power is just like, it just goes. You just get it. Oh man, I gotta go take this somewhere and kind of romp on it. This is crazy. I can't even describe like why it's so different, because like, I guess it just feels faster because I'm barely giving it any throttle and it's just like moving. It's really hard to explain why it feels so much better. It just felt like shit before. Oh my God, I'm so happy right now. That intake noise is crazy. This is so sick. I gotta get some fuel in it before I don't disrespect this thing. I really like the speedometer. That's just icing on the cake, really. Alright, you're only getting 50 gallons, you thirsty bitch. 15 gallons. She's just purring. Look at that. This is beautiful.
Hey.
What?
Take oil somewhere else.
Fine. I'm excited, Dilly. We actually get a rip on it with you in the truck. It's gonna be the first time I can actually like get on it. Still geared, sad, but it's just like, it just goes. It's just smooth. want air, you gotta turn that on.
I was just trying to figure out what that noise was.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Sounds like a damn TDI.
It does sound like a TDI.
Just idling so good that we can't hear them.
Yeah. We can hear all the loose things I have in the dash when I took it apart.
Hush. Nice TDI swap, Smith.
Thanks. I thought about doing a TDI swap, but it only would have been beneficial if I did some stupid, like, low crawling gears, and then I wouldn't be able to drive it around town.
Yeah. They don't got much go, and they're fucking really expensive to swap into stuff.
They are. Firebird? No, Camaro. Very nice.
Pretty fucking awesome.
It is
dude.
pretty
That
awesome.
thing's sick.
I hate the Transformers badge, though.
I do too. That thing's really cool.
That thing is really
It's had a
cool.
nice linseed oil rub down.
Does linseed oil work good on paint, too?
Yeah, that's wrong. Needs linseed oil.
Well, alright. I'll give it a shot.
I don't know. Vice Grip Garage has concocted a formula, and now he just sells it. But
Alrighty, y'all. Our drive was successful. It feels so good. All of my issues I had on this thing are now solved. I am so hyped. It's just gonna be good. I'm gonna drive it as much as humanly possible. I'm gonna daily drive it to work and just do it as much as I can. Yeah, with that being said, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Be on the lookout for a cost breakdown video coming real soon. See y'all next week. Peace.